this video, we're going to look at the conditional formatting and show you how this can be used to highlight cells or data that meet a certain criteria. We'll be using the same document as our previous videos on formatting and filtering to show you how this will work. We're just going to look at the standard conditional format options in this video. We'll publish a further video at a later stage covering more in-depth options and showing you how to use formulas to create your own formats. So as an example, we want to put some formatting on the profit column so that we can identify areas based on the profit they're making. To do this, we want to select the areas that we want to put the conditional formatting on. So we want to put that in this profit range. So if you click in the first cell, if you actually hold Control Shift and press your down arrow, it will actually select all of the cells right down to the last one that contains data. So that's where we want to put our formatting. So to do that, we want to go, make sure we're on our Home tab. We want to come across here to Conditional Formatting. And we're just going to be looking at the highlight cell rules. So you can see there's a number of rules here for highlighting things that are greater than, less than, between, there's equals to. You can even do ones that contain certain text or certain dates. So we want to look at highlighting any products that are actually not making a profit. So we're going to say less than. So what we want to look at doing is in here we're going to put a 0. So anything that's less than 0. And then you can select whatever format you would like it to look like by selecting the little drop downs here. If none of them suit what you like, you can also go into the custom format. And you can come in and change the background, the border, the type of font, the font colour that's actually being used to highlight that cell. So in this case, I'm actually just going to stick with the standard red. It makes it look like a bit of a warning so that we can see which products are actually losing money. We go OK and you'll see that that filter has been applied. So now we want to add some formatting for items that are, say, between 0 and 200,000. So we can do that on the same range by going Highlight Cell Rules, and we want to say between. So we want to highlight anything between 0 and 200,000. So in this instance, we may want to make that the yellow. And we can go OK. And finally, we may want to put in some formatting for anything that is greater than. So we want to go anything that's greater than 200,000. And we want to make that green. So you'll see now that all of the cells have been highlighted based on the information that is within that cell. So if you ever need to amend any of your conditional formats at a later stage, you can just go up to Conditional Formatting and go Manage Rules. Now you'll see that there is actually no rules applied, which is quite often the case. So this is actually set to show for the current selection. So I'm sitting over here in this cell in column J, which actually has no conditional formatting applied. So you may just need to adjust that drop down to say this worksheet, and this will show you the various rules and which cells that they're actually applied to. So you can come in and change these at any stage. You may want to take that down to row number 2000. And by double clicking on this, you can also come in and you can change the format if you wanted to change the colours and the various bits and pieces in the background there. So you would just go OK and apply, and that would change accordingly. So another handy thing is once that formatting is actually applied to a cell, you'll actually see that it will then appear up here in your filter options as well. So if I want to have a look at all items that are actually making a loss for the company, you can come down here and go Filter by Colour, just view the red only, and now we're seeing all the products that are performing poorly, and that can be used to analyse and make changes as needed. As you can see, using the standard conditional formatting rules, it applies just to an individual cell. However, if you like, you can actually expand this out so that the whole row will become highlighted based on information just in one cell. This needs to be done by building formulas when you create your conditional formats, and we're going to cover that in another video. We hope you found this useful. Please feel free to subscribe so you're notified as any of our new videos are added. Thank you for watching.